Hey guys, what's going on? Kyle here with the Car Guys. I'm here with a special guest, Chris Leblanc. Chris, you literally just won another regional.
Yeah.
Like you just came off of what is it, an 8-0 at Alabama with
Yeah.
the Magician Pepe deck, and now you're playing the new Performage pals with the Sorcerer and the face-offs and whatnot, and you ended up going undefeated in, was it Boston, Massachusetts?
Yeah, I was Boston.
Okay, well, yeah. What do you think about this deck in general? Is it the defined best deck of the format again?
Yeah, I actually do think it's the best deck. Like 100% without a doubt. I don't think there's any deck that would be as consistent and will like dominate Top Cut as much as this deck. So
Okay, well, that's awesome. That's awesome. We're looking at your deck live right now. They see it on the screen. Now, we're going to go through the deck list here. I'm going to ask you a few questions about certain card choices and see what you think about everything in general with the whole build. Now, as you guys see here, we're playing a triple juggler, we're playing a hat tricker, a trick clown, and we're playing an X-Saver Palomaru. Now, I'm going to stop right there for a second. How did you feel about Palomaru, like, post-Bosch? Like, obviously you played it, but how often did you end up going Nat Beast?
every chance I got going first, I'd make nappies. If I could make plays with it, I would, but if not, like making nappies is still very strong because like they would have to waste like a couple resources to get rid of it, and at that point, like they're playing from behind, so it's harder for them to win anyway.
Okay. All right, now seeing here, you played one Master Pendulum, and you played two Vector, and then three Luster. Why this particular ratio of 3, 2, 1?
All right, so Vector, you summon off Draco face off. So if you have one Vector in your deck and you draw it, you can't activate Draco face off, and that's like really bad. So and Vector's also really good versus the mirror because like it shuts them out. So like it's not compared to Garnet as much because like Vector actually has really good use. It's a scale and like it's a floodgate too. Yeah. But yeah, that's why I played two Vector, and then the Master Pendulum, like you can summon it off of Ignister or you can get it off of Draco face off and make a rank 4. But you couldn't do that with Luster because you have to summon the Paladin, but that's not very good.
Okay. And going on with the rest of the monsters here, I saw you play one Mirror Conductor. That work out well in your favor with the low scale, it being?
Yeah, definitely. It was only in there, of course, for like the low scale. Like the switch effect is like definitely useful, like switching Ignister and like other stuff, but mainly in there for the low scale.
Okay, then you played 3 plush, obviously. Then you were telling me about Gee Turtle here. You thought 2 was the best ratio going forward with this deck. Why is that?
Yeah, so I don't like 3 of this card because it's like it's not that there are a lot of like high scales in the deck. It's that like this one doesn't do as much, and like if you draw like multiple of it, it's not really good. It's searchable, and I didn't want to play one of it because like once I went to the first one, like I always wanted the second one at some point. So 2 is done.
Okay.
Like the perfect name for it.
Pretty cool. Pretty cool.
The same logic applies for like, Wizard Draw because like, once I went to the first one, I wanted the second one, and
All right, then we got 3 Monkey Board. That's obviously one of the best cards in the deck, I think. It literally goes hand in hand with Joker.
Yeah, this card is actually insane. They messed up when they printed this card.
I agree. And then obviously they messed up when they printed Pendulum Sorcerer too. And so like just like looking at this deck as a whole, you also played 3 Skull Crobat Joker, and that card is pretty insane as well.
3 Stratos.
Yeah, literally it's just 3 more Stratos. So like literally you go from here. I'm gonna pull up the list here again really quick. You mind sending it to me one more time? For some reason it hit me out of inactivity here. So like literally you got the 3 Joker, and so it's like literally Monkey Board Joker, Junkie Monkey, like those 2 cards go hand in hand with each other.
Yeah, so like I didn't really like summoning Joker. If I was going to like, cause like it's really hard for you to summon nappies unless you like search the Palomaru and normal summon it. Like it's actually almost impossible. So normal summoning Joker, like you couldn't do it all the time, but like you just like have to monkey board get a scale 6, so you would get the Stratos like in the search, like an extra level 4, but it wasn't always worth it anyway. So
Okay, all right. And then going on with your spells, if I remember correctly here, you got three face off. Three face off worked fine for you. It didn't clog any.
Yeah, best spell in the deck right now. That card is amazing. It really searches luster, and like you don't have to play Mask Chameleon, which is a pretty big because I think that card sucked. And also another thing is, you can make King of the Feral Imps to search Palomaru, and then like Pendulum Summon your Lizard Draw and synchro with Lizard Draw Palomaru in a level 4 Pendulum for Ignister.
Oh, really? Holy crap, that's insane, actually. So I mean, looking through it here again. Let's see. So how'd you feel about Foolish?
Foolish searches like any card in your deck, so I think Foolish is amazing. It also beats out back row, so you can like send a Trick Clown, Normal Summon Monster, pop back row, and like the scary back rows like right now are always Strike. Like that's pretty much the scary one because like if they stop your Pendulum, like they just gain such a big advantage. So you want to like Diamond Dire pop before they have the chance to do that.
Okay, all right. And so you thought 3 Instant Fusion was the right way to go with only playing 1 Nord in the extra deck?
Yeah, definitely. I don't think like Instant Fusion is definitely good, but like if I'm making like first turn Beast with Pleiades, like I don't expect to resolve more than 1 Instant Fusion because the game's not going to go that long.
Okay, and then obviously you were talking about Wavering Eyes. Now you were talking about just taking this out altogether and putting it aside.
Yeah, I actually don't think Wavering Eyes is that good because if your opponent is playing Pepe, and like they have like a general idea of what's going on, like they're just gonna like pop their skills and play around Wavering Eyes every time. So I think Wavering Eyes is a pretty bad card. Like there's definitely other cards you could play instead of it. Like maybe I might just play Upstarts or something, but I don't really know. I have to like test more with the deck. Like I definitely don't think Wavering Eyes is a good card this format. You can just pop your skills and not play into it.
Okay, all right. And then the last only trap you played was one Treacherous. Did you not miss like a Time Space or like a Bottomless or anything?
No, I think Treacherous was the only necessary, and it's a searchable trap from your extra deck, so like it was always good when like you could go like summon Rafflesia and then like attack and like use it in the battle phase to like clear some stuff and then like go for game or something. So that it was definitely really good.
Okay. All right, we'll go on to your side deck real quick. Guys, in the thing, I forgot to change it, but I have 1 F-Zero inside for one of the Dre's. But you played double Cyber Dragon, a Chimera Tech, and 1 Dre. Why that specific ratio with post-Bosch Cosmo?
Okay, so Cyber Dragon, like when they play Kaiser Coliseum, and you have a monster on the field, like you can tribute the monster to summon the Cyber Dragon and then contact with it. But like I really like Dre too, that you can like Pendulum Summon and use it as a rank like a level 4 monster to like make a rank 4. I'd probably play 3 Cyber Dragon, like if I had like the choice from now on because like Kaiser Coliseum is like the most scary card like in like Cosmo.
Okay, and then obviously you said 3 Flying Sea was the best. You think is the best card going forward with this format?
Yeah, definitely the best hand trap is Pepe. If you make Beast, Flying Sea acts as a Pleiades because like they just can't like say if they have the hat trick or if they play Gigabyte and they have Gigabyte, like they can't overlay and then you just kill their stuff and like they lost their resources, so like they're not gonna win the game. You can also Pleiades bounce it back to your hand, so that's really good too.
Yeah, I've actually done that once or twice. That's a pretty cool little play. Looking at it, you got 3 Twin Twisters and 3 Mystical Space Typhoons as well. Do you think that was overkill at all, or would you change anything with that?
I think losing to Floodgates is definitely real. I don't think Denko's deck is good, and I don't think Decree is good because, well, like the main Floodgates you lose to are obviously Kaiser, and then Anti-Spell Fragrance, so you can chain like Twin Twister or MST to Anti-Spell, and like that was very, very important.
Okay. All right, and then you obviously decided the 1 Vanity just to obviously just have the option to side it out if your opponent main deck, obviously, and the 1 Chimera Tech.
I decided that card and always just decided out.
All right, now we're going to get into your extra deck here. I feel like it's kind of different, obviously, from everybody else's. It's missing a few cards, and it's playing older cards that we played last format before Bosch. So let's get into it here. We got one Dinoster, one Norden, double Ignisti to Sisti. Shout out to Katie Angeloff. One Neturia Beast, so you decided to obviously go with that. You have Dweller Castell, and you decided to go with the Ptolemaeus Diamond and Pleiades. And now, what was your reasoning by just playing that instead of playing the Nova Infinity?
Well, so if I'm making a Naturia Beast and I'm going to make Pleiades with I think that's better than making Infinity, because if you make Infinity, like, they still have the same out. They can just go normal summon a monster and then overlay for like with that hat trick or they special summon, and then like make Trapeze or something and then attack over my beast. So like that's the same out. So please outs like any rank 4 they make. Like you probably bounce the monster before like they overlay, cause, like they can make the Trap Tricks guy.
Okay, and then you also played an Emerald, a Diamond Dire, a King of Feral Imps. You were talking about Emerald. Hey, you're going to cut that. Is that right?
Yeah, I definitely think Emerald was one of the weaker cards. Didn't really make it that much because you have double Ignisters, so like that was the only thing I was ever Emeralding back. But yeah, Emerald can definitely be cut. And like Diamond Dire, Feral Imps, Trapeze, like those are definitely all very important.
And then obviously the Rafflesia. What did you think about this particular card with playing only one trap card?
I think it's actually great searchable trap, and like drawing traps is usually why traps suck, because like you play like very little of them and you only have them like very so often, but like your whole deck is a trap now that you can just overlay for a rank 4 and have one.
Okay.
And it's more than a trap too, because it kind of acts like a Regeki too. Like you can make it on your turn and then pop, so that's really good.
So it kind of just like fixes the flaw with traps pretty much by drawing them. Okay, that's pretty cool. Well, obviously we're going to see more of you here soon on the channel as well. Obviously we got Virginia coming up. Was it next week?
Yeah.
Richmond, ARG Richmond. Hopefully we'll see a strong outing with all of you guys. I know everybody on the team's been testing religiously, to be honest with you. Like you, Blair, and Peter, and Cody's been testing. I don't know if he's going, but yeah, I can't wait to see what you guys do at Richmond, everything. I actually, funny story, had a comment today. Somebody, let's think of it like this. Cody and Blair just went undefeated a couple months, like a month and a half ago, at a Mississippi and a Florida regional, right? So 7-0 and 9-0. And then Blair went and won Orlando. And then you went and won Alabama with Pepe. And then now you went and won with Performage and Pals. Somebody legitimately said in a group, in a Facebook group, that we were the king of Pepe, which I thought was kind of funny.
Do you know this is the second tournament, like outside of maybe a local, that I've ever played, like the new Pendulum decks, and like the first one was at the Alabama Regional.
Really? Like I remember you talking about before the regional that you haven't even looked at the deck, really.
Yeah, like I was just playing the Synchro deck, and I just didn't realize how powerful like magicians were, or like I know how powerful Pepe is now, of course, but
yeah,
it's definitely really cool.
Well, awesome. Well, congrats on yet another undefeated winning tournament. We'll definitely see more of you here in the future. Once you get back to Atlanta and everything, we'll probably do more deck, some duels and whatnot, and some videos and whatnot. But yeah, Chris, appreciate your time. We all appreciate it here on the channel, and we'll see you guys next time. It's been Kyle and Chris with Car Guys. Later.
See ya.